I just hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills.
So I don't know if she's complaining or just stating.
Angel Reese just got absolutely obliterated by experts after her latest whining about her WNBA salary not covering her rent. Poor Angel is apparently starving on her $773,000 salary. She's out here complaining that her salary doesn't pay for her lavish $8,000 a month rent, as if she's living paycheck to paycheck.
I am sympathetic to that, but yeah, sports needs villains. I don't have a problem with it. She makes the WNBA more interesting.
Reese, the league's most pampered player, seems to think she deserves a raise, because clearly it's been a minute since she dropped another scandal, and now here we go again.
The number one complaint this offseason in the WNBA would be the incessant whining about their minimum wage salaries. I mean, who could have possibly...
What exactly are you demanding more money for? Angel, you barely played 10 games this season while Caitlin Clark hustled through 38. You're drawing a crowd of 7,000 per game.
Yeah, sports needs villains. I don't have a problem with it. She makes the WNBA more interesting.
And somehow you're expecting LeBron James level paychecks. Let's be real, you're playing yourself more than you're playing the game. Angel Reese, the self-proclaimed face of the WNBA, is out here acting like life is just so unfair. For her, the woman is pulling in a WNBA salary of $73 for $39, and yet she's got the nerve to complain that it's not enough to cover her $88,000 a month rent.
Now these complaints are coming from the star.
That's right, she's living in a place that costs $96,000 a year, and then wonders why her finances don't add up. I mean, how out of touch can you get? It's almost like basic maths is completely lost on her. $88,000 a month is not rent, it's a lifestyle choice. The average person in Chicago, where rent runs about $2,000, would be laughing in disbelief at these complaints. Most people don't get to blow their entire paycheck on a luxury apartment and then cry about it, yet here we are with Angel Reese playing the victim while the rest of the WNBA is out there hustling just to scrape by. The audacity is off the charts.
Pay and pays them bills, baby. I just hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills. Literally. I'm trying to think of like my rent for where I stay at.
And don't even get me started on her financial decisions with all that money she's making from endorsements, sponsorships, and her podcast. You'd think she'd have figured out that maybe renting an overpriced place isn't the smartest move. But no, instead of making sound financial choices like, I don't know, buying a house or investing, she's choosing to burn through cash faster than most people can earn it. What's her plan exactly? Wait for a magic fairy to show up and solve her problems.
What is I don't even know my salary. 74? Okay. I don't even know my salary. Does it? What is it? You don't even... Yo! I'm living beyond my means!
It's hilarious and pathetic at the same time. She's in a position to set a real example for her peers, WNBA players who are actually struggling to make a decent living. They don't have million-dollar endorsement deals coming in there, relying on that league salary and barely getting by. Yet here's whining about rent like she's not swimming in cash from every possible direction. It's insulting to everyone in the league who's truly struggling to stay afloat.
Complaint this offseason in the WNBA would be the incessant whining about their minimum wage salaries. I mean, who could have...
She is really out here acting like she's carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders. The WNBA is hemorrhaging money, $50 million in losses projected this season, and she's out here thinking she's entitled to a bigger slice of the non-existent pie. I mean, really, Angel, maybe check the league's balance sheet before you start acting like you're being cheated. The WNBA is basically on life support, kept alive by the NBA's charity. Yeah, that's right, charity. Without those NBA dollars, this league wouldn't even exist.
They know this isn't an actual business. They know their league is a charity that survives off of generous donations from the NBA.
And don't even start with the but. Her endorsements argument, yes, she's got sponsorships, but let's not pretend like she's the only player in the league who's dealing with financial realities most of her teammates are actually struggling. They don't have the luxury of rolling and endorsement money. They're barely making enough to scrape by on their WNBA salaries. And then you've got Reese here acting like her personal financial crisis is somehow a national tragedy.
That video from Angel Reese, that was 100% intentional. I'm telling you.
The public has rightfully torn her to shreds for this. I mean, it's one thing to ask for better pay. Sure, no one's arguing that the WNBA's pay structure is fair, but to go around acting like your luxury rent problem is relatable. Get real. It's like watching a spoiled kid whine because their new toy isn't shiny enough. Meanwhile, her peers are over there just trying to afford basic living expenses. But we're supposed to feel sorry for Reese because she's struggling to keep up with her extravagant lifestyle.
So I don't know if she's complaining or just stating, but if she didn't play basketball, all of those other things that she's getting would not be able to pay that $8,000 a month rent.
Let's not forget the fact that she's clearly missing a few lessons in financial management. You're a well-paid professional athlete, yet you're dumping almost 6 figures a year into rent. Instead of buying a home seriously, at this point you have to ask yourself, what is Angel Reese doing with her money? Is it just evaporating into thin air? I guess budgeting isn't as glamorous as complaining on social media.
And do all these things and then go, oh, woe is me. Oh, it's, you know what? You guys are all coming down on me and I can't handle it.
Angel Reese is apparently living in her own reality show at this point. Instead of focusing on basketball like the actual sport she's paid to play, she's busy live streaming herself during the Victoria's Secret fashion show. Because clearly, that's where her priorities lie. Social media cloud over actual training. Other players are out there grinding, working on their game, while Reese is busy flaunting her influencer lifestyle. So is she a basketball player or just another wannabe celebrity looking for likes?
The reason I'm assuming that Angel Reese was not modeling lingerie is because she constantly complains about lonely men on social media sexualizing her. Lonely men look at my bikini pictures and compliment my beauty. It's so traumatizing.
And don't even get me started on her whole trash-talking mission. She's all about bringing some drama to the WNBA, trying to be the bad girl of the league. But when it comes to money, oh, suddenly she's crying about her salary. This dual act of being the league's so-called villain and then turning around to play the victim is a joke. Fans and analysts alike are rolling their eyes at the contradiction. You talk a big game, Angel.
Angel Reese was complaining because her woke welfare donations from the dump aren't enough to cover her rent in Chicago.
What's worse is how she constantly fails to use her platform for anything productive. She could be speaking out on real issues in the WNBA, advocating for change. But nope, instead, she's too busy feeling sorry for herself, acting like she's the only one struggling. It's a slap in the face to every player in the league who's working hard without the luxury of endorsement deals and constant media attention. You have the platform to make a difference, Angel, but all you do is whine.
Percent of players in the WNBA, they are broke. They don't have endorsement deals. I mean, who is going to pay an unknown pretend basketball player to endorse their brand?
Her priorities seem to be somewhere off in fantasy land. Instead of saving or investing in her future, she's living like she's got a blank check to cash, all while crying victim when the bills roll. And she could be out here preaching financial lit while helping her fellow players who are really struggling. But no, Angel would rather throw herself a pity party because her $73,000 salary isn't enough for her bougie taste. It's tone deaf. It's entitled, and frankly, it's embarrassing. What's even more laughable is that she has multiple income streams from endorsements to a podcast and still can't seem to figure out how to make it all work. This is where you realize the real problem isn't the salary, it's the person spending it. Instead of building her brand and solidifying her financial future, she's out here screaming into the void about her self-inflicted problems.
You can't say, I'm going to be a heel, I'm going to talk trash, I'm going to point to my ring because you don't have one, and do all these things and then go, oh, woe is me. Oh, it's, you know what? You guys are all coming down on me and I can't handle it.
The real kicker is that she has every opportunity to be financially secure, yet chooses to spend like there's no tomorrow. I mean, what's stopping her from living somewhere more reasonable? She's living like she's got LeBron James money, when in reality, she's got a solid salary and some endorsements that any smart person would be using to build their future. But not Angel. Nope, she'd rather cry foul and play the poor me card instead of standing up and taking responsibility. Reese is doubling down on this victim mentality. She's not just out of touch, she's in a whole other galaxy at this point. She could be using her platform to educate other players on financial literacy, showing them how to make the most out of what they've got. But no, she's busy whining about how unfair life is, all while living in a luxury pad most people can only dream of.
income, but think about how many people don't and have to actually live off that.
I know.
That's really sad.
Angel Reese isn't just failing herself, she's failing the entire league. She's got the spotlight, the attention, and the income to make a real difference, and yet she's choosing to squander it all by complaining about problems she created for herself. And that's what makes this whole situation not just ridiculous, but downright embarrassing at the end of the day. The only thing Angel Reese has truly mastered is how to waste an opportunity. Rather than being a role model, she's busy playing the victim in a situation where she holds all the cards. It's almost tragic. Really, she could have been something more. Instead, she's out here showing everyone exactly what not to do when you're lucky enough to have a platform and the potential to change things for the better.